Hello everybody, welcome back to another video today. I am going to be showing you how to do custom crafting. First off, I want to tell you to download Visual Studio Code because I will be using a bunch of tools in it, and the IDE is just great overall. So yeah, so pretty much go to code.visualstudio.com/download and you can go ahead and pick your download. I already have it downloaded, so I can just close this window. Okay, so you want to go into your .minecraft directory. I'll have videos in the description on how to get to that, and we want to go to saves, and my world is NPT crafting tutorial is the one that I'll be showing you today. And then we just want to go into Datapacks, and we're going to create a new data pack. The only real way to create a crafting recipe is through a data pack. So I'm just going to do custom crafting tutorial, just like that. So then I'm going to hit open with code. This is the VS Code thing that you can do. So I'm going to open this. Let it open. And here we go. Okay, so there are a few extensions that you should download, and that I will show you. So the first one is like the best data pack extension, Datapack Helper Plus. It's amazing. So you should definitely download that. And then if I can find it, MC Datapack. I use this for creating custom recipes, or if you want like new data packs and stuff. So if you go ahead and download those both, we can go ahead and start. So if I go into a new file, I'm going to create a pack.mc meta, and I am going to start off, well here, let's start off really basic. So first, we want to click these curly brackets, and we want to open them because this is JSON, so we're going to be using an object. So then we want to do, in double quotes, we want to do pack, and we want to colon, and then more curly braces, and then we want to do more double quotes, and then pack underscore format. Again, close those, do a colon, and we're going to do 7 because currently I'm doing this on 1.17 and the 1.17 pack format is 7. And then I'm going to do the same, open double quotes and do description, colon, and then more double quotes, and you can do the description whatever you want. I'm just going to do a tutorial for custom crafting. Then I'm going to go into here and do data. This is where we're going to create everything. So make sure that this is a directory, and we can just open this up and create our namespace. This can be whatever you want, but for the sake of the tutorial, I'm going to call it crafting. And inside this data folder, again, I want to create a Minecraft folder. And then I'm just going to do a new file so that this is easier. We're going to do tags/functions, and then this is going to be our tick.json. So it's going to create all of those directories, and it's going to put tick.json inside. So again, we're going to open the curly braces, and instead of pack this time, we're going to do values, and then a colon, and then you're going to have these square brackets. Here, I'm just going to go ahead and do crafting, which is our namespace, colon tick, which is a file that we're going to create. And then in the same directory, I want to do load.json. So pretty much this tick.json is saying whenever there's a game tick, we're going to run this function. And this load.json is saying whenever the world or the data pack is loaded, we're going to run this function. So again, open this, values, and open the brackets. And we're going to do crafting colon load. Okay, so now we've gotten the tick and load functions. So let's go ahead and go into crafting. We're going to create 3 separate folders, one called functions, one called advancements, and one called recipes. Okay, so now that we've created these folders, I'm going to go ahead and create the tick.mc function and the load.mc function. In the load.mc function, we're not actually going to do anything yet. This will be for future stuff, and actually neither will I do anything with the tick.mc function. I'm just going to do stuff with the recipe. So I'm going to go ahead and add this file, and real quickly, let me show you. This is the first recipe that we're going to be doing. It's going to be obsidian, water bucket, and that's going to make crying obsidian. So if I go ahead and in this recipes, I'm going to go ahead and go here, and let's do crying obsidian .json actually, and with the extension, I can open this recipe editor, and you can see we can create stuff. So we wanted a water bucket, and this will be shapeless. So let's do that again. Hello, please. Go. And obsidian will give us crying obsidian. And we can just close this out. Make sure to change the count to 1. And yeah, this will pretty much, well, create the recipe. So if this is all you're doing, if you're doing crafting something that's already in the game, you don't actually need these functions or advancements or this Minecraft tags thing here. But if you're doing something that's not in the game, like a custom item, you will need these because we'll be using them for something else. So let's go ahead and /reload. We'll reload our thing. So here, if I grab a crafting table, put this down, and I get a water bucket and a piece of obsidian, and we put this in here, you can see I get crying obsidian, and I get the bucket back because it automatically does that. So yeah, there we go. That's pretty much the first thing. So that's all you're here for. Obviously, there are also custom crafting recipes. So as you can see, we have super stone, which is going to be crying obsidian and stone. This is pretty much a custom item that I just put in here, and then using the custom item to create another custom item, so the super stone into the super furnace. So let's start with the super stone. So we obviously have crying obsidian, and we're gonna need stone. So let's create our crafting recipe. So right here, I'm just going to create a new crafting recipe, and we're just going to call it superstone.json. Again, I'm going to open the recipe editor, and let's do exactly what it is. So crying obsidian, and I need stone, just like this. Okay, and this is going to, we actually want to do, okay, well, it's not in here, so we'll just do this in a second. So if we want to do a custom item, we're going to have to do something else. So this can technically be anything, but I recommend using a knowledge book. So I'm going to do Minecraft knowledge book, just because it's something that you can't obtain in survival, and it's something that you usually don't have on you. And then I'm just going to make the count 1. See, so then in this load.mc function, I like doing this just to be a bit more organized with the books. So I'm going to do scoreboard, objectives, add knowledge book count dummy, and yeah, so pretty much we're going to use this in a second, but first in the advancements I need to create a new file, and I'm going to just call it superstone.json. So this is pretty much whenever we craft it. So open up a new tab in Google, type in this URL, advancements.that. All links will be down in the description. And yeah, so you'll pretty much start with this. You want to create one advancement right here, and make sure to click utility. So for criteria, we're just going to create a new criteria, and we want to get recipe unlocked. I'm just going to call it crafted. And the recipe is crafting, which is our namespace, so crafting, and we're going to do colon, and we're doing superstone. So I'm going to do crafting colon superstone. Then requirements, we want to add this crafted thing, just for plus after you've gotten in the drop down menu. And then for the function, we're just going to do crafted, and then in here, I'm going to, well, I'll make the function in a second. So we're going to do crafting, sorry. Let me make sure I did that. Yeah. Crafting colon, and I'm going to do crafted, which is going to be another folder that we're going to make, and we're going to do superstone. Okay, so now we can go ahead and do view.json, and we can just copy this. You don't have to download the file, and we'll just paste it in here. So this will do everything. Now obviously this doesn't exist yet, so I'm going to go ahead and create that. So inside the functions, I'm going to do a new file, and I'm going to do crafted/superstone.mc function. That will create a folder called crafted and a file inside of it called superstone. So now if we go into here, we can shift, or we can control click and go into it. So I'm going to go ahead and close some of these files, and in here we want to do two things. We want to do advancement, revoke, add-s, only, and then crafting superstone. So this will pretty much allow us to get this advancement again, which will in turn trigger this crafting thing. And then we want to do recipe take at s crafting colon superstone. So this will also take away the crafting recipe so that this will run whenever we craft it, because it's checking if we have just discovered the recipe. So after that, we want to scoreboard, and we'll be setting up something for this. So scoreboard players add-s KB count 1. So this will add another knowledge book count, which I just put down there. And then we pretty much just want to give ourselves the item. So give add-s, what is it, superstone here. I'm just gonna grab the command from here and do some editing in this. So give add-s stone called superstone. Okay, so now, well actually we're not completely done yet. In this crafted thing, I'm gonna create one more called clearbook.mc function. In here, what we're going to do is clear at s knowledge book 1. So this will clear a single knowledge book. And then scoreboard players remove at s KB count 1. So this will decrement the value by 1. And then we want to execute if score at s of KB count matches 1 ... so it's greater than 0, so 1 and above. Then we're just going to run this function again. So crafting colon crafted / clearbook. Okay, and then one last thing in the tick function, we want to execute as at a scores equals, and then we want to do the curly brackets, and we want to do KB count. So if their knowledge book count is 1 or greater, then we want to run the function crafting colon crafted / clearbook. So what this does, and this is to fix a little bug, because sometimes when you clear it straight from, like if you were to clear the knowledge book straight from this file, sometimes it'll mess up and accidentally drop the knowledge book again. So here what we're doing is on the next tick, we're taking all of the knowledge books that it would have crafted. So we're just adding a knowledge book to ourselves. So we have a knowledge book in our inventory, and it's taking all of those and going into here, clearing one knowledge book, removing one from the score, and then if the score is still greater than 1, it's going to do this over and over again until we don't have any more score. Well, pretty much fixing the bug. So if I now go into here and do /reload, and we place down our crafting table, I need to get more stone, but we can then craft this and we will get super stone and the knowledge book will go away. Now, if I grab more of this, so if I grab like a bunch of this and we craft everything, just like this, as you can see, we have 8 super stone and no knowledge books. And, well, none of them are on the ground. So now, on to the next recipe. This one is actually the hardest to create, is using NBT in the recipe itself. So the reason why we did the knowledge book thing is because we can't actually use NBT in any of this. We have to do a completely alternative method. So let's do the super furnace. So let's create a new file called superfurnace.json. Then we need to open the recipe editor, do exactly where I placed, and I'm just going to place stone around like this. Just like that. And then there'll be a knowledge book over here. So Minecraft. Oh god, I can't type. Minecraft knowledge book. And of course a count of 1 just to make sure. So now what we want to do is again make another advancement. So it's going to be almost exactly like the old one, except we're going to do a few more things with the actual MC function files. So I'm going to do superfurnace.json, and I'm going to go ahead and go back into the advancement generator, and I'm just going to change this to super furnace, which is the crafting recipe. And I'm actually going to make another thing. So crafted /check /super furnace, and then I'm going to go ahead and go to view.json and copy this. So now it's going to run functions crafted and then /check, which I'll have to make in a second. So if I go ahead and create a new file, and I want to do check /superfurnace.mc function, this will now create another folder called check. Okay, and then we're just going to go over here, remove some of this stuff, and then we're going to do the same thing. Advancement, revoke, add s, only, crafting, super furnace, and then recipe, take, add s, crafting, super furnace. Okay. So, this we'll add more to this in a second, but first let's start creating some more scoreboards. So I need a scoreboard that checks if we're inside a crafting table. So scoreboard objectives add in crafting, I guess, and this is going to be a custom : interact with crafting table. Okay, right after this, we want to create 4 new scoreboards. So this first one, scoreboard objectives add, we're just going to do super stone count, which is the item that we are crafting with. So super stone count as a dummy objective, and scoreboard objectives add super stone count A. I like to call it super stone count all dummy. and then scoreboard objectives add stone count dummy, scoreboard objectives add stone count A dummy. So this will the stone count will keep track of stone when we are inside the crafting, or when we click on the crafting table. So stone count, super stone count, and super stone count A will always count our super stone, and stone count A will always count our stone. Let's go ahead and create another file in our functions folder. I'm going to create a new file, and I'm going to call this interaction.mc function. This is going to happen when we actually interact with the crafting table. So in the tick.mc function, and in the tick.mc function, we want to execute as @a scores equals in crafting equals 1 ... and then run function crafting interaction. And then you also want to scoreboard players set @a in crafting 0, because it's only going to increment the value. It's not going to decrement it after we've gone into this file. So when we're into this file, we're just going to say hi so that we know what's happening. So I'm going to go back into Minecraft and /reload. And whenever we click on this crafting table, you can see it says hi, and hi. So yeah, let's then go back into here, and what we want to do is actually count these items. So I'm going to execute store result. So this will store the result of what we run into a score @s. This is going to be our super stone count. Then we want to run clear @s, and this is going to be our special item. So if I go into super stone, you can see where it says give @s, and I'm just going to copy this. It has to be that item exactly. So if we clear @s that, and we want to clear none of it, so it's only going to tell us how much is inside our inventory, and it'll store that inside the super stone count scoreboard. And then we want to execute store result score @s of stone count, run clear @s, just stone 0. But then there's one more thing that we want to do with the stone, and that is scoreboard players operation. So we actually want to subtract the super stone count from the stone count. So operation @s stone count minus equals @s of super stone count. So this will actually only keep track of stone, and super stone count will only keep track of super stone. Okay, so then we want to, in the tick thing, we can actually just copy this if we want to, so that's easier, and change super stone count to super stone count A, and stone count to stone count A. Okay, so then we're going to go into this check function, and what we want to do is also scoreboard players @s knowledge book count 1, so that it adds a knowledge book. And then in here we want to check execute if if score @s of stone count equals @s of stone count A. So that means no stone was used or given to us. So no stone, and pretty much your stone count never changed, so you never actually use stone in the crafting recipe. Then we want to run function, and I'm just going to go ahead and create a function inside the crafting. So we'll do like accepted /super furnace tick.mc function. So let's do that function crafting crafted / accepted / super furnace. And then we'll have a reject or a deny. So execute unless, and then I can just grab this same thing here. Execute unless that run function. And I'm going to pretty much do the same thing that I did with the accepted. So I'm going to do a new file, and then I'm going to do deny. Oh, I cannot. Oh my god, I cannot type. Denied / super furnace .mc function, and that'll create the folder. And we're just going to do crafting crafted / denied / super furnace. Okay, so let's go ahead and get out of some of these. So this is the accepted. This is just going to give s a furnace that, let's just say, has that has the enchantment glint and has a display name text super furnace and no italic. Okay. Oh wow, I'm so bad at typing right now. Okay, so this will just give us the item if it's accepted, but if it's denied, we'll just give add-s stone 8. So that's how much stone would have been used in the crafting table. And then Kelra add-s text crafting failed wrong items. This is just going to be like an error message. So make the color dark red. Okay. Okay, so I think that should be it. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. So let's go ahead and do /reload. We just wait for it to reload. We should have two different things. So I'm just going to turn these into stacks so I can use them. So if I do this, I should get, okay, or not. Okay, well, I realized what I did wrong, and it was kind of dumb. So let's try this again. I forgot to create a new function. So I'm just going to do a new file. I'm going to call it everyone.mc function. And I'm going to execute as at a run function type crafting everyone. So then I need to put this inside the function so that it runs as everyone. Okay. Sorry about that. Let's try this again. /reload, and I should now be able to craft the super furnace. And then if I use normal stone, it'll give me the stone back and say crafting failed wrong items. Okay. So, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry if this was a little fast. I tried my best. Anyway, if you like the tutorials, or anything else, I guess, subscribe. I do a lot of Datapacks stuff. Also join my Discord. You can request video ideas and ask me questions and stuff. So yeah, anyway, have a good day. I'm finally on summer break, so this is gonna be fun. And yeah, see you next video, hopefully. Bye.